Alright guys, so I actually got bored, so I started removing the charge pipes and getting access to the side, removing the airbox, and yeah, I'm going to start removing the turbo. So yeah, I won't make another video of me removing the turbo because there's another video on it already. Have a look. I'll post a link. But what you will get is me trying to install and mess around with the K04, which is somewhere in that pile of mess, along with the intake manifold, to try and line it all up to the downpipes that I have. So apparently that's going to be a lot of fun when we get to it. So yeah, the process of installing a K04. I was going to put the engine mount back on again, but I've left it out because what I want to do is I'm going to lower the engine a little bit just to cheat. So I'm going to be quick here. Engine is lowered. So the reason why I did that is to give myself a lot of room here so I can feed all of that. Now the trick here for me is I'm going to leave, I'm going to take that one off actually, but I'm going to leave all of these oil lines on. Make sure that you know, I've got this on loosely as well, so it'll support the turbo, and I'm going to try and feed it through from the top. So I'll probably end up angling this in first, like I'll just snake it in somehow, and I've left this enough room so I can bend it back and forward and see what works for me. But let's yeah, let's get the show on the road. So I did get it in without this, no issues, but I'm going to lower the engine right now so that I can show you how it's done. Now I might even record this over there to protect the and trying to protect, and yeah, so right, so this is going to go down to the engine bay, so I'll feed that in. This is, I think, is going to go to the front. That's the oil feed, and the other one's oil return. So let's just make some space over there. This is the coolant. This goes to the coolant, so I'll leave this up here. This is the EGR exhaust, EGT sensor, which I don't have, so I'll leave it on there just in case I do get a gauge. I can plumb it in. So alright, let's get ready for a bit of a shit fight. So there's a downpipe down here that just won't stay still. It's probably a good thing. I'm going to try and feed it down like that, and it's already stuck somewhere. Stuck there, so I'm going to move that across. Take the slide off, I don't need it. So it's hitting something. Right, so change tactics, feed it through the side like that. In the hard line. Right. It's in, but it's like it's stuck. So change tactics again somehow, and try and turn it around somehow. Oh. Right. That's kind of, yeah, it's kind of like sort of where I want this to sit. That was really easy. That was easier. And it's probably because I cheated. If you are doing this at home, like me, don't be afraid to drop the engine a little bit. Just take the mounts off, drop the engine, get the turbo in, raise it back up again. That saved me so much heartache. That's it. You know, so now I can go in from the bottom and support it with the two bolts. That's it there. That's real good. Yeah, that's in. That's exactly how I want it. So, right. So, just to quickly update, I'm going to take this last bit of line out for the oil feed to the turbo. That's the old K03 one. I've got a custom K04 one here that I'm going to use. So yeah, I've just got a 13mm. Take it out like that, and hopefully it comes out with no issues. Right, so I started. Thank God that I got this turbo bracket, because I started this up, and then I let the turbo rest on it, but still, you know, leaving it loose. And then I got started on the downpipe bolts. So I've got 3 of them on. There's a last one over there. I don't think I can get the 3rd one on without cutting the bolt down a little bit, because it's just far too long. So I'm going to need to get a smaller one, like half the size maybe, or even like, you know, a little bit above half. But yeah, now I can go above and start tightening up everything else around it, I believe. Let's make sure all the bits and pieces are off it, like so. Right, okay, that looks good, I think. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get the manifold on, but that's the hardest part, was the downpipe to this adapter, man. Like, yeah, it's crazy. I'll just show you where I'm at. But yeah, that's the K04. That's how she's sitting at the moment. But yeah. So I want to see if I can use this. This bolt might fit actually. This might... Going good so far. I'm gonna now yeah, leave it there. I've got the 4th bolt on. I just found a small, same size bolt which fit perfectly. Thank goodness. Now I'm blocking off the built-in EGR valve with just the bolt. Very, very dodgy, but you know what? It's gonna have to do. Yeah, this is starting to come together, boys. So, having fitment issues here. The downpipe seems to be, well, so the manifold doesn't seem to be going in for some reason. So let's find out. Alrighty, a very productive day. Got all the engine mount timing stuff, accessories, belt back on, but also the big whopper is the K04. It is loosely on. It actually fits. I was afraid of fitment issues, but you've got to actually angle this the manifold in a little into the gap. You can't just send it in like I tried to. But yeah, it all matched up. Thank God. Got the tip on as well, because I know that's going to be a pain later. Yeah, what else? I don't know. That's pretty much it. It's loosely on. I've got 2 manifold bolts on at the moment. I've got 2 manifold to turbo. They're all loosely on as well. Those 3 bolts. I've got a bolt in here somewhere, loosely on. Downpipe's on. Downpipe adapter's on. None of the feeds are on just yet, but yeah, I mean it's actually going to fit. So, and this is a lot of effort. So for anyone that's going to do this conversion, I would only do it if you can be bothered spending a lot of time on it. It will fit, just you need time. Like, the car's been off the road for like 3-4 weeks now, so, and I've been driving this daily for for a while. So yeah, happy with the results. Righto, so I'm starting to get all the manifold bolts on again. I've just got them all on loosely with the hand, and now I'm going to reach into the middle with a small and just yeah, wrench it on. So I've got like a little 10mm. I'm going to do everything hand tight, starting from the inside, work my way out, and then go to the top and do the same thing. So yeah, looks like I can get to these ones from the bottom too. So yeah, I'm going to tighten them all up, starting from the middle, and then I'll go to the top and do the rest. And then in the next video I'll talk about the sump and how to take that off and replace it. So, but for this video I'll continue on with the turbo and work my way and tighten them all up. So I had to use these two tools. The spanner I needed to use was the one in here, so I had to just reach in with this and do a quarter turn at a time. Everything else I used a ratchet, this little thing here, this little thing here. I was able to get to all the other bolts underneath. There's only about 3 more. I think there's 3 more, 1, 2, 3 on the left hand side here, which I haven't done. So I'm going to go up top and have a go and see if I've got access to the room. But before I do, I'm going to tighten these support bolts up here, down here with the Allen key. So while I'm down here, just chill and do it slowly. And I might even start cracking these 10mm bolts out from the sump as well, since I'm down. Back again, I went over with the spanner and just tightened up all of the manifold bolts, and now it's on tight. The Allen key bolts are tight, and that's it for the bottom end of the car. So I'm gonna start, you know, going up from the top and just connecting up all the other turbo hoses, and I might actually start making the sump video now. So alright guys, I actually got ahead of myself, and I started putting it all together again, and I probably should have documented it. So the top bracket for the charge pipe doesn't fit, so I removed it or left it out. The lower bracket, which is up here, that fits, but only the 8mm socket fits. So I've installed that to the charge pipe, which leads down to the pancake. My pancake looks a little bit different because it's replaced with my intercooler kit. The charge pipe meets the, well, I've extended it a little bit, my turbo elbow pipe, by, you know, maybe 40 centimeters, with a aluminium pipe in between it to give that extra length to get to that bend and meet the intercooler pipe below. So, and you know, it's just an extra silicon pipe you can see there, right, and to the elbow. Now I've installed the heat wrap again just to cover the manifold, because that's real close, man. Like, I don't know what to do there. I've started putting the coolant back in again, and I got the coolant bottle in, sealed all the hoses. Okay, so in that pipe I got that tightened down below, but then I started having troubles hockey puck back in again, so I had to use an extra hose that much to extend it, and I had to use another bit. I actually used a drill bit, not a drill bit, but a socket set bit for now, just to put it in there and tighten it up. And yeah, it's just funny workarounds I'm putting in right now just to make sure that it starts. Everything else fit okay, like diverter valve, N75, just really the hockey puck. The return lines are all okay, the charge pipes, intercooler, diverter valve pipes are okay. This pipe is really hot and touching. Might see what to do with this pipe. The other thing I might run into issue is the downpipe. So the downpipe's hitting the firewall somewhere, so I'm going to have to get that exhaust, go to his exhaust shop and fix it again. Otherwise, the S3 pipe meets the airbox just fine. I've left the ignition control unplugged, right? And I've unplugged the injectors. Next, I'm going to fill this so that when I crank it, I'm going to prime the turbo with oil and coolant. So I'll do like 30 seconds, you know, off prime, 10-second crank each, do about 3-4 times, and then I'll attempt to fire it up with the ECU as it is, and then I'll look into the tuning. But right now I just want to get, just want to see it start. Really, that's why I'm sort of at the home stretch. I've sort of rushed it a bit. It's not good rushing, so but yeah, so that's where I'm at the moment. Gonna now pop the oil back in and get this timing belt cover sitting properly again so that nothing gets damaged. So yeah, I'll do that now and come back. Righto, very nervous, don't know what's going to hit or not, but let's prime it. It's been charging. It's one. Prime it again. Last one. Alright. Now, get the injectors back on. Sorry, get the injectors back on again. Get the ignition controller back on. Right, well, I think that's everything. So, mate, if it all goes well, then it should start, and with the new turbo. Open up the door. Fingers crossed. There you go. She's alive. She's alive. Oh my goodness, she's alive. Oh, leaking oil. Alright guys, as you've seen, the last thing that you saw actually was the car just absolutely dumping oil onto the ground, and yeah, it's just some dramas that you need to fix. But yeah, I'll end the video here because otherwise it'll be too long, and show you what dramas I had to go through to fix the some of the issues with the swap. But yeah, for all those watching, thanks a lot for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.